Nathan, my Lord. Time to go.
What are you feeling, Justin?
It's just time to go. It's time to remove this symbol. It's just everything it represents. You know that clan number is still in front of it to hold a press conference. It's time to go.
Standing here and watching Justin take in this moment is just, we're really saying it's a loss of words. Since I've been here, I've witnessed Justin come up to the Capitol, protest, endure hatred, endure lies, go through the criminal justice system for being a man of God. Being a man who stands on good values, being a man of morality, who is unapologetic about what our ancestors have been through, what he stood for, being able to be courageous in the way that I can't be as a legislator. And to be able to get this vote today, despite of all the mean things they said they've done to you, you should be so proud of the work that you and the other activists who joined you at the countless protests outside the Capitol, who slept in tents, who fed people, who y'all been even arrested for the things that you to do to get this bust gone. And so I'm honoring you in this moment. Thank you because you no longer, because of the work that you've done, I no longer have to walk past the statue every time I go to the chamber right there. And as an African American legislator who is tasked with creating laws that help all Tennesseans, we don't need to walk past Tennessee, one of the most gruesome political figures Tennessee has ever seen anymore. And so the work that you and the activists have done is so amazing. I'm going to continue the advocacy, continue to speak out about racial injustice here in the state of Tennessee. And I need you to continue to support and support the community. Whatever, we can get stuff like this done. So, I'm proud of
Justin, what was the first time you ever came out here to protest this?
We started the first time we organized a protest was in 2015 after the Charleston massacre. We know that Dylan Root had a Confederate flag, and so we knew that these symbols instigated violence like that. And so some of the folks who are down here are Ingrid was here, Evan was here, and so it's been a movement community, London, and so it's been all of us coming down here. But it was 2015, but what people don't remember is that in 1978, when this was unveiled, when Governor Lamar Alexander was the governor, 2 young African-American men were arrested for throwing firecrackers to protesters. One of those is Kwame Leo Lillard. Yes. And so it's just a beautiful day. I'm still trying to process this. I'm going to take it in. But all I can say is, I'm going to lay down my burden down by the riverside, down by the riverside, down by the riverside. I'm going to lay down my burden down by the riverside, studying you all. That you will be honored in this place. Not like this anymore. My children will no longer see something like this anymore. Hallelujah.
Hallelujah.
These statues are coming down, and I think something else is going to rise up. I think this is a beginning. I really just am rejoicing with the ancestors today.
Yes.
Ida B. Wells,
Ida.
Dr. King, all those who came to Tennessee and did work. Thank you, because we would not be able to do this without you. It's not us, it's you. Thank you, Creator. Thank you. We are celebrating today, and I'm happy this is going to be the last time I'm walking down because I'm crying. I don't want to see this anymore. I don't want to. Y'all can take this, and God willing, someone might drop it, but I'm going to go ahead now. And I hope that it's done in the daylight, because I think it's an important lesson for all of us to bear witness to. It's an important moment for all of us to bear witness to. So I hope it's done in the day of night. But we know people like Nathan Lemon-Ford who operate in the night. They did their deeds in darkness, burning crosses on people's yard in darkness. And so I feel like that might be what's going to happen with this monument. So, yeah.
Just to address that comment from Carlos, pretty cool moment here. I see Carlos using that line that they always use. KKK were Democrats. Yes, Carlos, that's true. But you may have missed a chapter in American history where those Southern Democrats became Republicans. And it's no coincidence that it's the Republicans who want to keep this statue. We just had a final vote to move this thing. And the only two dissenting votes were Cameron Sexton, the Speaker, and Lieutenant Governor McNally on behalf of the Republican caucuses. So this line about Democrats were the ones who supported it, it just doesn't hold water, and it just means you fell asleep in history class. Anyway, back to the live shot.
So I hope that we honor someone like that and honor our indigenous brothers and sisters, honor the enslaved people who are nameless who built this capital. And so that's the goal.
Oh, sorry.
A lot of people obviously have been doing this for a long time, you included. I wonder if you feel like it was too difficult, too cumbersome, this process of like the Protection Act and all of these votes, like never-ending votes.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely set up a lot of barriers, and the fact that we were able to remove it even after all those barriers shows that, like, the power of movement, shows the power of organizing. Like, they put up every barrier they could think of. We thought we were done after the, historical commission. They said, no, we got to come before the building commission, and delayed it. They threatened to remove the historical commission members because they voted for this. And so I think people see how difficult it was, and it just shows that we have so much more work to do. And